Hey YouTube, this is SnorlaxCrossing here, bringing you a battle against Silversonic from the Marriland Forums. So, it turns out to be a decent battle, and yeah, so I decided I would post this one. So, I lead with an Uxie, and he leads with a Heatran, and he just goes for the Dark Pulse, which is actually pretty cool, since most Heatrans don't have those. And then I just go for the Yawn, and he goes for the Dark Pulse again, but unfortunately this one's gonna kill. The upside is his Heatran's now asleep, which makes it pretty much useless. Sleeping Heatrans can't really do that much. So I take this opportunity to go into Miss McWrath, my new Poliwrath, and I go for the Bulk Up. Then he switches into this thing, which surprisingly outspeeds me, and goes for the Sleep Powder. So that's pretty unfortunate, and bit of a disappointment, but I do have a pretty good counter, because I know he's going to go for the Sunny Day to get his speed boost. So I just go into Azelf. And he's going to be able to outspeed me and go for the Solar Beam, but that's only going to take me down to my Sash. And so now I can just go for a boosted Flamethrower, and that is going to be a pretty obvious KO. Don't think that thing... Yeah, I got a crit, but there's no way that thing would have survived. So anyways, now the sun's up, my Azelf is at its Sash level, and he goes into a Galad. And I'm going to switch out here into Zapdos, because Zapdos is a very good counter to Galad. And I swear, this Zapdos is the MVP of this battle, no doubt. This thing's just amazing. And so he predicts the Thunder Wave, I believe. And so he goes into Heatran to work off Turn to Sleep and all. And I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt here. And that's going to do a little bit under half, which is pretty unfortunate. Obviously can't go for the Heat Wave because it's a Heatran. But I'm just going to keep on going for the Thunderbolt here, and I'm just waiting for him to wake up and do something. Because I know he probably can't take me out with one hit. I don't know. I guess he could, but I'm just going to keep on Thunderbolting, and unfortunately for him, he never wakes up. And so, yeah, it sucks for him. But now he goes into a Manectric Kirk Hammett and goes for the Thunderbolt, and I'm just going to be able to go for the Thunder Wave. And now that I'm faster, by the way, you saw the sunlight was gone there. Now I can just go for the Roost. And this is what I love about Zapdos, is the fact that it's just amazing. Like, you paralyze your opponent, they're slower than you go for the Roost, and so even if they have a super effective hit, it's... because most of the things that are super effective on Zapdos are because of his flying type, they become no longer super effective because you're roosting. And, so you can just pull god-awful stalls, and get a Thunderbolt or a Heat Wave in, here and there, and it's just amazing. And so, yeah, here's another reason why Zapdos is amazing. Check this out. Survived an Ice Punch at really low health from a Lucario. And, this is just amazing. And a counter to so many OU, the very common OU pokes like Lucario and Scizor. But anyways, finally Zapdos has to go down, and to an extreme speed. And now I can go into Scizor, thanks to the fact that this thing's paralyzed, and just go for a superpower, right, for the KO. And so now he goes into a Steelix, and I can't really do that much to it because of its defense and the fact that I got an attack lower. And so I just go into Miss McWrath, who takes it amazingly well. And it looks like he's just going to roar here, but only after I get a Turn to Sleep off. And I go into Venusaur, and I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder here, and that's going to be a pretty good deal, because he only has 2 pokes left, and it looks like he's just going to be working off some sleep. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go into Miss McWrath and finally get the Wake. That took a little while, although it was spread out over a long period of time. And, yeah, so I'm just going to go for the Bulk Up, and Bulk Up again. And it looks like, yeah, he goes into a Galad again, and goes for the Leaf Blade. And, yeah, it does about half. And that's pretty amazing, because now I can go for the Ice Punch. And yeah, pretty good deal. 1-hit KO. pretty easily after the bulk ups. And yeah, he's got one poke left, and that is Metallica, his Steelix. And I'm just going to go for the Brick Break here, see how much it does. And unfortunately, after leftovers, it was just a 2-hit KO before, but after leftovers, it's gonna be a 3-hit KO, and that's unfortunate. But thankfully, I actually carry the Hypnosis, and so I can put it back to sleep, and just go for the continued Brick Breaks for the win, and that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, Steelix is an amazing defensive. I guess it'd be a tank since it doesn't have a recovery move, but it can set up Toxic and obviously Stealth Rocks, and it can explode if you really want to do that. And it's just quite an amazing poke. So yeah, I might consider using one of those in the future. But anyways, great battle, Silversonic, and comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.